Closed captioning for Hello ENC is sponsored by Hearing Life.
Coming up today on Hello ENC, we'll check out a printmaking exhibition that merges painting and photography.
Hello ENC.
Hey. Living, loving local.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
Lifestyle.
With your host, Meghan, and fashionista, Ciara.
Let's get a sound check.
And now, Hello ENC.
Let's go.
Welcome to Hello ENC. I'm your host, Meghan Mamlock. It's Thirsty Thursday, or in daytime television, Hydration Station. Whatever you sip, I hope you're ready for a packed afternoon. We've got the Ghostbusters comic reviews, but first, I don't know about you, but I need something to listen to throughout the day or when I'm driving to work. And when the music isn't cutting it or when I want to learn something new, I turn to podcasts. Some of our favorite podcasts are ones that give us inside info into all of our favorite comedy shows. Last week we told you about 2 podcasts about the show The Office, and this week Jack is pumped to talk about It's Always Sunny podcast. Let's roll it. Hey friends, welcome back. Me and Jack are talking about podcasts today, and one of our favorites is a long-running show called It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, but their podcast is called It's Sunny Podcast. Now Jack, you've been obsessed with the show. I've just started watching it and really enjoying the podcast. What is your perspective on both of them?
So I've been watching It's Always Sunny since high school. It's obviously got like a lot of improv and stuff going with the characters, and they've been working so long together that they like really know how to make it work.
And this style of comedy is kind of a little bit more dirty humor, kind of satire is what they really were saying in the beginning for their episode 1 of their podcast. So they even mentioned like their first season, they weren't even sure if it was going to continue because the satire was so heavy that people were kind of, you either really loved it or you kind of were like, this is a little too weird for me.
Right, yeah. I don't know, what they do is just like so outlandish. One of my favorite episodes is the gang solves the gas crisis, where
What's that about?
they want to sell gas, so they get like an industrial drum, go to a gas station and fill it up, and then set up like a stand, like a lemonade stand, where they just sell gasoline in front of the gas station for like a discounted price.
But where do you end up watching yours or hearing it or streaming it?
So I usually go on Spotify because it allows you to listen and watch it. So it's, you know, and it's like a good hub for like listening to a bunch of different podcasts.
You can read thoughts. Betty can see threatening auras. Archie is invulnerable. Jughead, what's going on?
Brace yourself, because there's more.
Stranger things have happened in Riverdale.
Riverdale, new episode this Sunday at 8/7 Central, only on the CW.
Hello ENC, welcome to Artsy, where it's a matter of art, and today I will be highlighting a very special Greenville artist by the name of Adam Noah Berman, and he has this wonderful exhibit at the Greenville Museum of Art. Hey Adam, how's it going?
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. We're going to do some framing because this is a big part of the process.
All right, so what's the first step to framing?
First step of framing, well, I built the frame. The frames are built.
What is it built out of?
So this is cherry wood from North Carolina and walnut, and then thank you. There's no nails. I use a spline on the side, so it's basically like glued together with wood.
Wow, it's super smooth.
It is, yeah. So there's a lot of finishing and sanding that I did. So yeah, we got raw boards. We went over to a place in Gibsonville, and we got raw lumber, like big boards from the lumber yard, and we brought them back to school, and I planed them, milled them, and squared them, and then routed them out. Good to go. And then we put it in, and then we have this is foam core, or some people call it gator board, and it's a brand name. And then we slide this in. Now this should all pinch together perfectly, as it is for right now. And then we use this gun. It's called a pointer gun. And what we do is we just tack them in. And just like that.
Nice.
And the same over here.
And that will be used to hang it?
Yeah, that will be used to hang it.
Okay. Nice. Wow, that's beautiful.
It is. Came out good. There you go.
That's beautiful.
We love that so many people love Yellow Jackets. And we also love being 2 queer actors playing queer characters. Yes! This kind of representation changes the game. We're so honored to be raising visibility for the LGBTQ community, and we know it means a lot to queer fans. It means a lot to us too.
There is 7 of these prints, and all of them are just a little bit different. This is just one version of it.
Next on Artsy, Adam explains the connection plants and prints have. So Adam, you said that you continuously strive to show the multiple level connection plants and prints have. What do you mean by that?
I feel like the same way prints and plants, so propagation is when plants grow more of themselves, and I feel that in print we make multiples in the same way, so I feel like that's a big connection too. And every plant's a little bit different even though they're the same plant, and it's the same with the prints. So there is 7 of these prints, and all of them are just a little bit different. This is just one version of it, just like you would find a plant.
Oh, this is beautiful. It looks like mountains.
Yeah, this is a lady slipper orchid. They grow in the mountains. Some of them are grow here, but mostly in the mountains in West Carolina.
Okay.
And the first time I stumbled across these, we were on a hike up by the Blue Ridge Parkway. And we were hiking, and it was great, you know, because it's like 85 and 100% humidity in East Carolina, and we're in West Carolina, and it's, you know, 75 and cool and breezy in the mountains. And we're hiking, and I look up, and I see one of these lady slippers. And then I look up and I see a bunch, and they're blooming all. So I tried to, for me, recreate the moment that hopefully everybody can see it through my eyes.
Yeah,
and how I had it in the mountains of this too. And then later, part of the multiple connection is that I went back and I just looked up lady slippers and read about them. And they're kind of a funny orchid. They're a terrestrial orchid, so they grow. Yeah, it looks like
it does
look like a lady slipper. And they are liars. So the pollinators, they don't have any nectar. So when the pollinators show up, because there's this big beautiful bloom, there's no nectar in there. So they get them to pollinate each other without actually giving them any food.
If you enjoyed this episode of Artsy featuring a very talented artist by the name of Adam Noah Berman, make sure you stay tuned for more on Hello ENC because there's more local talent on the way.
Is it done? Is it done? You guys want pepperoni? I'm ready. Pepperoni? Pineapple?
Yes,
mushrooms?
all of it.
Okay, we don't have the pizza just yet.
Come on.
But we're gonna produce amazing reviews on this right here. I think you know because you have one, right? Best reviews, always going over the greatest things. Let's start with this oven right here, Jacob. Tell us what's going on with this.
Well, first of all, thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
And you know, in the last 2 years, people have really turned their attention to their outdoor space. Last year was all about getting furniture and the basics, lots of string lights.
So
right?
lighting, I was just gonna say.
This year, people are looking to take it to the next level with some of these extra special appliances, basically. Uni is one, the Solo Stove is another. They've really taken over this year.
I love it. All right, so let's jump in. We were talking about this, geeking out a little bit. I bought I have the unit here that you get to pull the pizza out. I have it measures the temperature. This thing, incredible.
Well, I don't need to tell you, but what it does is it makes it possible to have restaurant quality thin crust pizza made right at home. It's honestly one of those things where it gives you a hobby and something to kind of obsess over, and then at the end of the day, you get pizza.
Guilty.
And when I think about this guy, you have one, I don't have one, this looks pretty easy, simple. Like, and then a guy like me could use something like this.
There is a bit of a learning curve with it. It takes a little bit of time
just
to
the
set
dough.
up.
Just the dough, not the setup, not turning it on. Just the dough.
Just the dough. Okay.
It's going to take a little bit of trial and error at first before you bring out that perfect pie.
That's right.
Oh, I was thinking I just throw my frozen pizza on that. Throw that. No, okay.
You can try that. All right. So now the pizza's done. We're ready to eat in our backyard. I wish we had like a fire to sit around.
Yeah. Well, that's perfect. We brought a Solo Stove with
Bingo.
us, which is the other kind of it product of this year. What's great about this is imagine you're having that backyard hang. You're with all your friends. You got a fire going, and none of the smoke is getting in your face.
Love it.
With the airflow that they have on these, it's possible for that to be every single time. It's really great. The cool thing about it too is that you're able to pick it up and take it with you. So if you want to go on the road to a friend's house, to a park, whatever, you can take a nice fire with you.
Wow, look at that. You got the case ready to go.
Carrying my Solo Stove around.
So this thing's a great review. You're giving high remarks on this one.
We absolutely love it for a few reasons. One of them being, you know, it gives you that more authentic fire than what a propane fire table would give you, but it's a little bit easier to use and easier to clean up, easier to maintain than that, you know, old style fire pit for wood fires.
And look, the propane is fine, but it doesn't smell right, and it's a little awkward. When you're getting wood burning, it's amazing, but you don't like the smoke, and this solves all those.
No smoke, but you get plenty of heat. You can hang around it all night. It's a ton of fun.
And I love when he says easy. That's what I like. I like the whole easy thing with it. And this gives up a lot of heat.
Ton of heat, set it up super fast. And what's cool about it is that you still get that experience of throwing logs in the fire and feeling like you're doing something cool.
And I was going to say, and if our pizzas, you know, just if you need some more heat, we should
you just warm it up.
Don't combine these two?
I wouldn't recommend it, but you can do whatever you want in your own backyard.
That's not on Best Reviews, but he is. Jacob, thanks for joining us back here in the backyard. Stoves, pizza, let's go.
What do you want?
Ghostbusters!
Wait, I didn't know Ghostbusters had a comic.
Yes, there are several different comics with the Ghostbusters title.
Coming up next are a couple of nerds, Ashley and Ryan, talk about the most famous paranormal exterminators. I'm afraid of no ghost. Hello ENC, we'll be back in 2 minutes.
Hey there, comic book enthusiasts, I'm Ashley.
And I'm Ryan.
And together we are Couple of Nerds. This week's comic is super awesome. It is Ghostbusters!
Wait, I didn't know Ghostbusters had a comic.
Yes, there are several different comics with the Ghostbusters title, including crossovers with both the Ninja Turtles and Transformers. But today I'm going to be talking about 2 of them, titled Ghostbusters Answer the Call and Ghostbusters 101.
Wait, wasn't that first one the name of the movie that came out with the all-female cast?
Yep. While the movie didn't do so well, the comic hits the jokes better. In Ghostbusters 101, it exposes that the movie is part of the Ghostbusters multiverse. It's just as funny as the Ghostbusters movie and is visually compelling with unique art styles. It is also connected to all the cartoons and other spin-offs that came out as well. I'd say if you like Ghostbusters, you'll love these comics in my collection.
Maybe I should give those a read.
Well, what's mine is yours.
If you're interested in buying these comics, you can buy them from our sponsor, Blue Ox Games. That's where we get all our comics.
Who you gonna call?
Ghostbusters!
No, Blue Ox Games!
Oh, I forgot my scripts.
Don't worry, Courtney. I'll get your scripts. We can't start the news without you.
No, it's totally okay. I got it. Yesterday.
Hey friends, so I love games and challenges, and today Ciara and I will take on the Whisper Challenge, which has been featured on many late night talk shows.
Our producers have written phrases which neither of us have seen.
And the goal of this is to try to read each other's lips, almost like the classic game of telephone you played as a kid.
Well, let's get started.
All right, so Ciara is wearing my old iPod Nano, and we're blasting music right now, so she has no idea what I'm about to say to her. Jingle bells, because she loves Christmas. All right, 3rd one. Jingle bells.
What?
What? Jingle bells.
Jingle bells?
Yeah! It's time to trade places.
Shark Tank. Are you ready? Shark Tank. Shark.
Shark. Shark Day.
Shark Tank.
Shark Date.
Shark Tank.
Shark Tank?
Yes, you got it. Ding, 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 ding. Megan got it, guys. Good job. Hey guys, so this is the word I'm gonna say to Meghan. The ball is in your court. The ball is in your court.
The bar's low?
No.
The ball is not cold? The ball's not cold?
Close, but not not close enough.
The ball is in. The ball is higher?
The ball is in your court.
The ball is in your court?
Yes.
You can read thoughts. Betty can see threatening auras. Archie is invulnerable. Jughead, what's going on?
Brace yourself, because there's more.
Stranger things have happened in Riverdale.
Riverdale, new episode this Sunday at 8/7 Central, only on the CW.
No matter what life throws at us, we can all use a little more positivity in our lives. So we're throwing out the negative and we're spreading good news. That's what 9 on Your Side's new show is all about.
Join Courtney Courtright right here, Sundays at noon for 9 on the Positive Side.
Tom Swift officially premiered on ENC CW, and if you haven't checked it out, then you're missing out. It's about a billionaire inventor who is thrust into the world of sci-fi conspiracy and unexplained phenomena.
Well, yeah, that's crazy. Actually, he was the first book introduced in the Stratemeyer series, but you know, with him being such a novelty and like one of the first, I think it just kind of faded over the years.
Tom Swift officially premiered on ENC CW, and if you haven't checked it out, then you're missing out. It's about a billionaire inventor who is thrust into the world of sci-fi conspiracy and unexplained phenomena after his father vanished. I just had to know more about this show and its characters, so of course I called up the cast of Tom Swift to ask them a few questions. So let me ask you, how did Tom Swift originate?
Well, yeah, that's crazy. Actually, he was the first book introduced in the Stratemeyer series, but you know, with him being such a novelty and like one of the first, I think it just kind of faded over the years. But what we're doing here is we're reinvigorating the series, but we're doing it in a way that looks a lot more representational of what the world looks like today. So you get to see us show up fully different and beautifully. We get to show up, you know, as beautiful Black people who are affirmed and powerful, and we get to show up as queer people and, you know, people in STEM and in tech. And, you know, traditionally we haven't seen us occupy those spaces. So it's great to have that same story that, you know, inspired so many generations and so many inventions, but now we get to open that up and we get to show that the world is more inclusive.
So the premise of Tom Swift, we are seeing Tom after he has built a spaceship for his father to travel to Saturn. And there is a big ceremony of him actually going. And that's where Tom Swift left off in the Nancy Drew series. So he was looking for like an ingredient or a substance in order to create the spaceship. And something goes wrong, and now it is on Tom and his squad, which includes Zenzi, his bodyguard Isaac, and his little brother Lino, to figure out what has happened. So that, I can't give too much more than that, but we are definitely on a mission to figure out what happened.
Oh yeah, and we get to look beautiful while doing it, you know.
Yes.
Some amazing outfits, some fast cars, some innovative tech inventions, you know.
Some messy encounters.
Messy.
Well, I love messy too, and we'll be checking in with the Tom Swift cast next week to get more inside info.
Oh, I forgot my scripts.
Don't worry, Courtney. I'll get your scripts. We can't start the news without you.
No, it's totally okay. I got it.
yesterday.
All you Marvel fans already know about Charlize's surprise cameo in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Well, she just gave us the inside scoop about her invitation.
It was such a nice surprise. You know, they reached out and it all kind of happened pretty fast.
Charlize appeared in Strange's end credits as Clea, one of the Doctor's most famous counterparts. So can we expect to see more of this sorceress in the MCU?
I really like this universe. I'm interested in kind of, you know, being part of the players and kind of like, you know, playing in that world.
We spoke to Charlize at a Jurassic World Dominion screening to benefit her Africa Outreach project. And of course, we had to ask her about returning for Fast 10, the star-studded penultimate film of the franchise.
Rita, Bree, and Jason Momoa joining. What do you think about that?
Those guys just pull out all the stops. It's like incredible. I'm like, wow, oh my God, it's even cooler than I thought.
And of course, we'll have so much more in the next Entertainment Tonight. I'm Kevin Frazier.
Join us on Eastern soil. Yeah, you, I'm talking to you. Put your boots on and join me on Eastern soil while we tackle anything and everything agriculture in the East. Coming up this week, if you've been looking to let out some steam, we found a rage room just for you. We're here at Anger Management in Greenville. NC will collaborate with a local singer on Singing with C.
Meet a voice that makes you feel connected.
So make sure to tune in to Hello ENC every weekday at 12:30 to be in the know of everything that is living, loving local in the East. And if you missed our episode, make sure to check out our YouTube page, Hello ENC with an exclamation point, to catch up on all our episodes. See ya!
Closed captioning for Hello ENC is sponsored by Hearing Life.